If you've ever asked yourself, why am I like this? This video is for you and me. Because what we call overreacting, shutting down, being too sensitive might actually be your nervous system trying to keep you alive. Complex trauma doesn't just leave emotional scars, it rewires the entire way of being. When you grow up in chaos, neglect, emotional abuse, sexual abuse, all of it, your body learns to adapt to protect itself. Not just once, over and over and over. It's like the Lamb Chop song. It's a song that never ends. It goes on and on. Our friends. Some people started listening to it, not knowing what it was. And then your nervous system creates coping mechanisms. Let's name a few. Woo, man. Hyper independence. Ah, yeah. You learned early that relying on others wasn't safe. So now you do everything alone, even when it hurts. Some people mock that coping mechanism. Oh, Miss Independent, Mr. Independent, think you're better than everybody else. No, man, I'm just trying to fucking survive, relying on myself because I know I can rely on me to get it done. I can rely on me to keep me safe. I can rely on me to provide the basic foundational living expectations that a human needs. I can rely on myself to, you know, provide what I need to feel safe. And a lot of people don't understand that you adapted that way growing up. It's you have to get yourself to school, get yourself your breakfast. Maybe you're taking care of a sibling as well, which is what I did off and on in my childhood. As I had a older mentally disabled sister who I would care for, and that led me into, I think now, people pleasing. You became who others needed you to be just to stay safe. Now you struggle to know who you are. I have no idea who the fuck I am. Till recently. I still don't even know. I'm getting there. Then there's this emotional numbness that comes with it. You just shut down feelings because they were too overwhelming, or you lived in a household where we don't talk about that. We don't hug, we don't nurture, we don't say I love you a lot. We don't openly discuss how we feel, what's bothering us. You just shut it and go over here and don't be a nuisance because you're just a child, right? The fuck do you know? You don't have feelings. You're too young to process and understand, which quite the opposite, actually. But you emotionally numb yourself, you numb out to disconnect, even if that means disconnecting from joy. Another coping mechanism is overthinking. I am so I'm so tired of overthinking. My brain doesn't stop. It's very exhausting. You scan every situation for danger. There's this hypervigilance that I'm stuck in. And as a child, it did serve me. It was a way to safeguard myself from pedophiles and abuse and prey inside the home and outside the home. It was a way to also try to control outcomes. I went inside my mind to escape, to try to get some relief from what I was being exposed to. And it's very exhausting. I still do it. And it's a hard pattern to break. It once kept you alive as a child. Again, it's the way that you protected yourself. Survival. Healing means gently, oh so gently, unlearning what once saved you. It means teaching your body that safety is possible. It is. That love doesn't hurt. That you don't have to earn your worth. You are already worthy. You were born worthy. That worthiness doesn't deplete as you age and as you do things and as things happen to you. But we think it does. We think it's like the love bank. We think all of these things have happened and I've done all these bad things. I've sabotaged, I've hurt people, I've manipulated people. So we think, oh, subconsciously, that makes me less worthy. No, it makes you human. That inner critic will convince you that you are shameful, that you are guilty, that you are unworthy, you are unlovable. That's part of that trauma driven thinking. And it's really hard to break. Oh, it's so hard. I'm really struggling. It's been a rough few days. My nervous system is going haywire. It's really impacting me because I'm coming out of a really long trauma bond. Other videos I have, I talk about where your first trauma bond is when you're a child. Mine was with my caregivers. And then the relationships I have had since then, even as a teenager, were with people who were also traumatized and dysregulated from broken homes with their own complex trauma. And it created this codependency. A lot of people right now are in relationships because of codependency. They don't want to be with their partner. A lot of people don't. And that's the sad thing. It takes courage to wake up and break yourself free from that loop. There are a lot of people who are in relationships because they do not want to be alone. They can't. Their nervous system freaks out and it creates fear of the unknown. Man, it's so fucking hard. Huh. It's hard. I'm, again, struggling. And it's, even as I'm doing this video right now, my nervous system is out of control. I feel like I have hot flashes. I'm anxious, I'm nervous, I'm afraid because I don't know what's going to happen. The ego is trying to keep me in the familiar. It wants me to just go latch on to somebody else. And that's where a lot of people stumble backwards, is they just go attach themselves to somebody to get a temporarily feeling of dopamine relief, honeymoon phase, love. It's not love. I'm sure there are some people who are in love, yes. People who have trauma, though, it's not love. It's not connection. It's not chemistry. It is trauma. And the sad thing is, a lot of people, myself included, are making decisions based on their younger self who needed direction, who needed nurturing and love and compassion and somebody to listen to them and somebody to console them and guide them and tell them it's not their fault and that they are worthy and valuable and important. And a lot of people in relationships right now are operating from their younger self. I did. I see it now. Can't let yourself feel shame though, because you didn't know what you didn't know. You're not broken. Feels like it. I definitely feel defective, but I'm not. That's my trauma that wants me to stay there. But you're not broken. You're brilliantly adapted. And now you get to choose something new. Not because you're failing, but because you're finally safe enough to grow.